This video is part 2 of scientific breakthroughs in 2024. If you haven't watched the first part, link has been provided in the description. However, both can be watched independent of each other. SpaceX successfully launches the Starship spacecraft, but loses the rocket upon re-entering the atmosphere. Scientists demonstrate a wireless network of 78 tiny sensors able to gather data from the brain, with potential to be scaled up to thousands of such devices. The removal of HIV from infected cells using CRISPR gene editing technology is reported. The Event Horizon Telescope team confirms that strong magnetic fields are spiraling at the edge of the Milky Way's central black hole, Sagittarius A. A new image released by the team, similar to M87, suggests that strong magnetic fields may be common to all black holes. LHS 3844b is confirmed as the first tidally locked super-Earth exoplanet. Promising results of health and medical research are reported. A blood test against colon cancer, mice tested antibody-mediated depletion of myeloid-biased hematopoietic stem cells against immune system aging. An entirely new class of antibiotics with potent activity against multi-drug-resistant bacteria is discovered. These compounds target a protein called LPSH and are shown to cure bloodstream infections in mice. A rare genetic variation in a gene that makes fibronectin is shown to reduce the odds of developing Alzheimer's disease by over 70%. Scientists report studies suggesting that tardigrades are protected from massive radiation exposure and damage by unique biochemicals, particularly the DSUP protein. Demonstration of synthetic diamond created at 1 atmosphere of pressure in around 150 minutes without needing seeds. mRNA 4157/V940, the first personalized melanoma vaccine based on mRNA, enters a final stage Phase 3 trial. China launches its Chang'e 6 probe, a robotic sample return mission to the far side of the Moon. A new theory states that Venus may have lost its water so quickly due to HCO plus dissociative recombination. Google introduces AlphaFold 3, a new AI model for accurately predicting the structure of proteins, DNA, RNA, ligands, and more, and how they interact. Atmospheric gases surrounding 55 Cancri E, a hot rocky exoplanet 41 light-years from Earth, are detected by researchers using the James Webb Space Telescope. NASA reports this as the best evidence to date for the existence of any rocky planet atmosphere outside our solar system. A cubic millimeter of the human brain is mapped at nanoscale resolution by a team at Google. This contains roughly 57,000 cells and 150 million synapses, incorporating 1.4 petabytes of data. Astronomers identify ASCAP J 1935 plus 2148, the slowest spinning neutron star ever recorded, which completes a rotation just once every 54 minutes. The apparent gap in life expectancy between male and female organisms is explained by a team at Osaka University, Japan, who find that reproductive cells drive sex-dependent differences in lifespan and reveal a role for vitamin D in improving longevity. The discovery of 3 super-Earth candidates around HD 48948, a K-type dwarf star located 55 light-years away, is reported by the University of Exeter and the University of St Andrews. One planet lies within the habitable zone. China's Chang'e 6 lunar exploration mission successfully returns to Earth after taking rock and soil samples from the far side of the Moon. The orbiter proceeded on a mission to carry out observations at Sun-Earth Lagrange point L2 after dropping the sample off to Earth. In July 2024, 2 new satellite galaxies of the Milky Way are discovered, Sextans 2 and Virgo 3. Using the Hubble Space Telescope, scientists resolved the three-dimensional velocity dispersion profile of a dwarf galaxy for the first time, helping to uncover its dark matter distribution. Scientists also announced the discovery of a lunar cave, approximately 250 miles or 400 kilometers from Apollo 11's landing site. China announces a plan to visit the asteroid 2015 XF-261 in 2029. Similar to NASA's Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART, a probe will impact the body at a speed of 10 kilometers per second, and the resulting changes to its orbit will be studied. This will occur when the asteroid is within 7 million kilometers of Earth. Scientists at the University of Potsdam publish research on the simulation of gravitational waves from a failing warp drive. Lastly, the world's first fully automated dental procedure on a human is reported by Boston company Perceptive. In August 2024, a study in Nature finds that based on current policies, there is a 45% risk of at least one major tipping point by 2300, even if global warming is brought back to below 1.5 degrees Celsius. The risk is strongly accelerated for peak warming above 2.0 degrees Celsius. The Atlantic Meridional Overturning Current, or AMOC, is identified as being at the most urgent risk of collapse, possibly occurring as early as 2040, followed by the Amazon rainforest in the 2070s. A study on the terraforming of Mars suggests that releasing metal nanorods into the planet's atmosphere could warm it by 30 Kelvin, and would be far more efficient than trying to do so with greenhouse gases. Liquid water is confirmed to be present at depths of 10 to 20 kilometers, or 6.2 to 12.4 miles below the surface of Mars, based on a new analysis of data from NASA's InSight lander. An Earth-sized ultra-short period exoplanet called TOI 6255b is found to be undergoing extreme tidal distortion caused by the close proximity of its parent star. This has resulted in an egg-shaped planet likely to be destroyed within 400 million years. Finally, human aging is found to progress in two accelerated bursts from the ages of 44 and 60, rather than being a gradual and linear process. The ESA JAXA Bepi-Colombo mission performs the closest ever flyby of a planet, as it speeds past Mercury at a distance of just 165 kilometers. Researchers in Sweden demonstrate a battery made of carbon fiber composite as stiff as aluminium and energy dense enough to be used commercially. The Jülich Supercomputing Center in Germany announces the start of installation for Jupiter, Europe's first exascale supercomputer. Scientists at CERN in Switzerland, using the Atlas particle detector, observed quantum entanglement between quarks for the first time, and it was also the highest energy observation of entanglement so far. The largest known pair of astrophysical jets is discovered within the radio galaxy Porphyrion, extending 23 million light-years from end to end. This surpasses Alcyoneus, the previous record holder, at 16 million light-years. The European Southern Observatory reports the discovery of a sub-Earth mass planet orbiting Barnard's star, the closest single star to the Sun at 6 light-years away. Scientists announced the first ever complete mapping of the entire brain of a fruit fly, Drosophila melanogaster, with a detail of 50 million connections between more than 139,000 neurons. Scientists detect a new jet of carbon monoxide and previously unseen jets of carbon dioxide gas on Centaur 29P by using the James Webb Space Telescope's near-infrared spectrograph. Researchers at McGill University report a significant advance in solid-state batteries, which could improve their safety and efficiency. The new technique involves using a polymer-filled, porous membrane, allowing lithium ions to move freely and eliminating the interfacial resistance between the solid electrolyte and the electrodes. Google releases a new feature, video search, which will allow people to ask a question while filming video of something and get search results. Climate change is found to have increased Atlantic hurricane wind speeds by 18 miles per hour or 29 kilometers per hour. Progress on the Human Cell Atlas is reported, with a collection of 40 new scientific papers in Nature describing the project's latest discoveries. The first close-up image of a star outside the Milky Way is reported using the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope Interferometer. The star WOHG 64 is located in the Large Magellanic Cloud about 160,000 light-years away and is shown to be surrounded by a torus-shaped cloud. A single mutation known as Q226L is found to enhance the ability of H5N1 or bird flu to infect human cells, particularly in the respiratory tract. Previously, at least 3 mutations were thought to be required for the virus to infect people and spread between them. AI-based transfer learning predicts that global warming will reach 3 degrees Celsius faster than previously expected. A new light-induced gene therapy using nanoparticles to target the mitochondria of cancer cells is demonstrated. The China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation launches the first batch of the Guowang Mega Constellation, a planned constellation of 13,000 satellites using a Long March 5 rocket at the Wenchang Space Launch Site. A study published in Optica reports the first demonstration of quantum teleportation over fibers carrying conventional telecommunications traffic. The Parker Solar Probe breaks the previous record set in 2018 for the closest artificial object to the Sun by 6.1 million kilometers, or 3.8 million miles, becoming the closest and first man-made object to approach and touch the Sun. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing discoveries.